What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed. This is a series where I cover all the lines of sight, wall runs, as well as any other secret spots that I know of on every map in Black Ops 3. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the second of the Salvation DLC maps, and that is Outlaw. And Outlaw is actually a remake from Standoff in Black Ops 2. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so Outlaw has a ton of spots that are going to be returning from Standoff in Black Ops 2. There are some amazing lines of sight that I have for you, but some of the really good lines of sight have now been removed as well from Standoff, which is a bit unfortunate, but there's also a couple new ones that are unique to this one. So the first one I have for you here is next to the C flag. If they're coming from what used to be the gas station, I'm still going to call it the callouts from the original Standoff. If you jump up on top of the boxes here and then just edge your way up onto this part here, you have an excellent line of sight across here. You'll be able to win that gunfight every single time against people that are out in the open and coming towards the C flag here. Also, you don't have to worry about this wagon exploding, unlike the van that used to be here. Next up, if you have enemies that are coming from broken wall area towards the C flag, you can jump up on this hitching rail right here, crouch, and there you go. Great line of sight over top of the hay bales to take those guys out. You can also edge your way over this way, and you can see a little bit towards that way, but not too much. It's more effective for challenging these people here. Now, right next to that, if you hop up on this stool right here, you can look right across and into that doorway there. If you have enemies that are coming towards that hard point or just coming around that corner on your flank or something, this is an excellent way to pick them off. They have no cover whatsoever coming through that doorway, and you've got great cover by using this stool and these hay bales in front of you. Next up, inside this building here, which is also a hardpoint location, you can actually throw stuns and nades and stuff through these windows right here, which is an excellent way to challenge the areas in here, because you'll have guys that are like sitting up in the corners here or over in this corner right here. If you stun and nade through there and then you come through the door, you can easily pick them off and they won't know what hit them. Also, if you're attacking that hard point, a lot of times you'll get somebody that's just like laying on the top of the stairs here or chilling up in this doorway. He'll be usually like laying down right here, just pre-aiming that door. And sometimes they can be pretty hard to take out of that spot, but we have advanced movement now. And with that advanced movement, we can jump up and we can shoot through these windows right here, pick that guy off. He'll have no idea what hit him. Another thing we can do over here with advanced movement is if we're coming towards the C flag and we think there's guys up in the windows over there, we can use this as a little check spot. You might even be able to pick them off if you've got a sniper rifle or if you just got a really quick shot. You can pick those people off in the window there, and again, they'll have no clue what hit them because you'll just be like appearing instantly, getting your kill, and then you'll be gone again. The next spot that I have for you here is to look towards the C flag, and if you have enemies that are coming off of that C flag area, you can actually jump up on the broken wall and just like walk your way up and look at that line of sight. It's an excellent line of sight over towards that area right there. They're capturing the C flag, or if they're just coming out of that area, you'll pick them off there, and again, they'll have such a hard time seeing you through there. You'll win that gunfight every single time. Now, right off the opening route, this works best from search and destroy. You can jump up right on top of this area here. You get a nice line of sight over towards the window, and you're really not exposing too much of yourself. And you also get to see the rooftop right there. You almost always have like a sniper or somebody going up to one of those two spots. So this is just great. As you come off spawn, you run straight up here, hop on top, and there you go. Great line of sight, and you'll be able to pick them off. The next brand new line of sight I have for you guys is towards the middle of the map. If you have enemies that are coming from mainly that direction towards the B flag, you can just jump up on top of these crates. You have excellent cover with this wall, and you can like peek around this corner and see people. Now, of course, you don't have the most amazing cover here, like the whole half of your body is showing here. It's just not something that they normally expect, and you do get that slight height advantage. So I wouldn't linger here for too long, but to maybe just pop off one kill where he doesn't expect you to be there, it is a great spot for that. Next up, if you have enemies that are coming through that doorway right there, and you know the window is going to be safe, if you jump up on top of this wagon right here, look at that line of sight. It's perfect. They won't see you here because it's just your head in between this little crack, but you can see their entire body and easily pick them off there. Now, unfortunately, this little line of sight here was actually patched. This was in the original Standoff. You could see into the top window from here, but obviously you can't do that anymore. Now, getting over to this area here, I've got another area where we can use advanced movement. So first off, you can get a line of sight in that window there, which is excellent, but you're kind of exposed to that area. And I mean, they can still see you there. Whereas if you jump up on this wall here and then you go for a double jump, look at that. You've got plenty of time to take your shot. You'll win this gunfight most of the time, as long as you're quick on the draw and they aren't like absolute gods at the game. Because sometimes they will pick you off on a jump shot like that, but it'll be very rare in this situation here. This also works going towards the A flag here. You can jump up and kind of hover and try and pick the people off that are standing behind those boxes there, or you get just a nice line of sight right in towards the A flag, and you can pick people off that are trying to cap the A flag from you. Now, unfortunately, this wagon here used to be a tractor on Standoff, and you used to be able to get on top of it and get a nice line of sight over towards those boxes there. Unfortunately, you can't jump on top of this anymore, so we can basically just use our advanced movement if we want to try and pick those people off that are in those box areas. Another great line of sight right next to that is right here. You can jump on top of these boxes, crouch, you have perfect cover, stand up, and there you go. Great line of sight over towards the sea flag and those hay bales and everywhere over there. Most of the time, they won't see it coming because you'll be pretty far away and they're just not really on their radar. Also from here, you can shoot through that shutter right there and potentially pick somebody off that's up in that window. Now, over by the A flag here, if you have enemies up in that window and you want to challenge them, a great way to do that is to hop on these boxes, crouch, you have cover, stand up, there you go. Nice clear line of sight on them, you'll be able to pick them off in that window. Now, getting into this back alley here over by the A flag, just a really cool jump spot, especially for sniper rifles. A lot of you trick shotters and stuff will love this spot, and it isn't a really difficult shot to hit. If you jump up on this part right here, you can jump, and there you go. Nice clear line of sight towards that window where there's almost always somebody chilling. You'll be able to pick that kill off pretty easily as long as your shot is on point. Now, getting over right here, if you have a guy that's set up on the barrel right there, this is a terrible way to challenge him, and he normally expects you to be coming from right here. That's pretty much a fair gunfight, and we don't like fair gunfights. We like to stack the odds in our favor. So if we just come over here, we look over top of this way, great line of sight towards that barrel. You can pick them off there, and now you have a little bit of an advantage against them. So there we have it. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Maps Exposed. Let me know in the comment section below which of the Salvation DLC maps you'd like me to cover next, and keep in mind I've already covered Micro. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.